Here's the deal. There's 1,000,000,001 excuses not to do something. And so many people fall into those excuses so they don't have to. Instead of just, going out and doing the work and working at it and actually executing on it and trying it, they get overwhelmed because they're not the best at it right now. They're not great at it the first time they try. I am saying it for the first time. I'm starting a podcast. I've never done podcasting before. I've done a little bit of work in recording with processors and condensing mics and crap, so I've got a little bit of an edge there, but not a lot. And this whole process is new to me. I'm learning a lot of crap, figuring it all out. It's all new to me. It's all hard, and I'm making lots of mistakes, I'm sure, but I'm trying it. So many people don't try something because they get scared of it. But why get scared of it? I think so many people get scared of it because they are afraid of what other people think instead of just not caring. 99% of you, or 99.9% of the people in the world, I'm never going to see, I'm never going to meet, they're never even going to know who I am. And that's okay. I don't need to be on the radar of everybody in the world, but I got to be willing to try stuff, or I'm not going to get any better. If I don't try something, I'm not going to learn, and I'm not going to learn to do it. The first time I started writing, it was terrible. Most people would have just stopped right there, and most people do stop right there because it's bad. My first book I ever wrote was awful, and it's never going to see the light of day again. But I pushed through it, and I finished it, and I learned a lot from it. And now, 8 books later, I'm finally getting to the point of, being publication ready. And I know for a lot of people, you're going to be like, 8 books, that's a lot. Well, that was my method. My method was not to rework the same book over and over and over and over again until it was perfect and publishable. My method was to write a crap ton and learn from every single one of them until I reached something that was publishable. Not saying I don't do rewrites. I do lots of rewrites. But, that wasn't my initial method. I wrote first and rewrote later. First I wanted to learn how to write the actual book. Then came the actual rewriting where the magic happened. So, I was willing to take the risk and try it and put myself out there for others to critique and, tell what they think about it. And that is what has allowed me to get to the level I'm at right now. I'm still not at the top. I'm still learning. I'm still doing things to learn more stuff, I've noticed, and correct me if I'm wrong, if any of you know a writing podcast, please hook me up. But I've tried looking for one and I haven't found any that were decent. Most of them are people reading or, they don't talk about anything relevant. And that's one reason that I'm starting this podcast for writers and stuff. I'm still working on the name. I'm thinking I'm probably going to go with Viking Writer just because, I got a big, awesome beard. It's what I do, it grows out of laziness. Some people are like, hey, that beard must take lots of dedication. No, it takes a lot of laziness because it's easier to let it go than it is to actually shave. I trim a little bit, but my trimming is far and few between. It's mostly just a wild thing that grows on my face. But for the most part, I'm thinking to run with that name, the Viking Writer. And I'm going to interview different writers. I'm going to talk just like I do on the YouTube channel here, go over my thoughts on everything and all this fun stuff. But, it's learning. I'm putting myself out there, I'm trying stuff, and it's getting me forward. It's giving me forward momentum. I may not be perfect, I may not be there yet, but I am moving towards that goal. So many people get hung up and afraid, and it doesn't work, so they stop instead of pushing through it. This YouTube channel, my early videos are terrible. These videos are still terrible, but they're getting better, and that's what matters. And hey, if you want to tell me, if you're watching this and you want to tell me how I'm doing versus my older videos, please do. I love criticism. I love people that tear me apart. Be brutal about it. I have very thick skin because I come from such a large family. It doesn't bother me at all. I take all criticism in stride. I execute what needs to be done, and I throw away the stuff that is garbage. That's just me. That's what I do. Find you. Podcasting may not be your thing. Video may not be your thing. Writing may not be your thing. Maybe video is writing not. Maybe writing is and video is not, Maybe you only like the audio, so you do podcast. Maybe you literally just like to write books and that's it. So write books, learn, grow, push yourself, You know, there's only one way to truly learn. You can go to school all you want, but it's not going to be nearly as good as what you will get if you just do it. You learn so much more by just doing, and that's everybody, you know. You get all these people that, oh, I learn more from books. You might learn more than some people from books, but you're still going to learn more by just doing. So my advice is you just do it. If you want to write the book, sit down and write the freaking book. You want to start the YouTube channel? Start the YouTube channel. You want to do a podcast? Do the freaking podcast. Just do something. Stop playing your video games, stop watching TV, and get to work. That's just all there is to it. I'm not a big shot. I haven't succeeded yet, according to most people. But you know what? I got more followers than I did a week ago. And, you know, I got people who, even if there's only one person who's engaging with me, that is one person that's worth engaging with. So, and I will keep making videos even for that single person. That's it.